I thought about doing a living in video or pros and cons video about a community that I grew up in, just heading out to do a little bit of horseback riding. Yes, I can ride a horse. Now, it's probably not the most beautiful thing that you've ever seen or probably the safest, but I did take horseback riding lessons to get familiarized with horses when I was younger. And where did I do this? Well, this little tiny sleepy community just east of Fort Collins, Timnath, Colorado, which is now not so sleepy, not so rural, but booming. So today's video, we are going to talk to you guys about Timnath, Colorado, living in Timnath, Colorado. What's up, everybody? My name is Patrick Soukup with Soukup Real Estate Services here in Fort Collins, Colorado. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing if what you're looking at doing is learning everything there is to know about Fort Collins in northern Colorado, Timnath, Colorado. And if at the end of the video you've enjoyed the content, give it a thumbs up, comment, engage, maybe even share it. And as much as we like making these real estate videos for YouTube, we like more working with buyers, sellers, and investors for all the real estate needs here in Fort Collins. We are licensed real estate brokers. So give us a call, text, email. Now, without any further delay, let's jump into living in Timnath, Colorado. Enjoy. So, this little tiny community, when I was growing up, was less than 600 people, less than 300 people. It was just this tiny little community that a family friend of ours had a ranch that they had horses, and we'd go out there and do some horseback riding. Well, fast forward to 2020, and this little community has over 6,500 people with expectations to grow to 25 to 30,000 people in the next 20 to 25 years. Now, this community has become a bedroom community for folks to live outside of Fort Collins and really kind of spread their wings, spread their arms, get some room. One of the major developments that started this boom in Timnath, Colorado was the Harmony Golf Country Club. Now, this development started in probably 2005, 2006 with the first homes being built in 2007. Actually, my uncle moved out there in 2007, was one of the first houses built. And they had lived in Fort Collins for, 25 plus years, raising their kids. My cousin, who, was one of my best friends growing up. And right when they were kind of getting to be retirement age, they wanted to get out of Fort Collins. They weren't minding, and this opportunity to build in Timnath, Colorado and be a part of this Harmony Golf Club, which was going to be super popular and amazing, got built. Well, we all know what happened in the 2008-09 Great Recession, and fortunately Fort Collins wasn't necessarily hit so hard, but this country club didn't really get all of the amenities that it promised its members for many, many years. Now, that's not the case today. This Harmony Golf Club is extremely highly desired. We have one client that's set to close here in November, and it is pretty much a base $1 million price point that you're going to be looking to get into. But this Harmony Golf Club was really kind of the Kickstarter, the first domino, so to speak, to fall, which then put this community on booster rockets. Costco, which wanted to be in Fort Collins, built, which is actually in Timnath, Colorado, and really again began a commercial side of this sleepy community. Timnath Ranch, I've had a lot of friends buy and build in Timnath Ranch, which has Bethke Elementary. It's a very popular elementary. Timnath, Colorado has two elementary schools, Timnath Elementary and Bethke Elementary, and they are currently building the Timnath Middle High School. And this thing is monstrous. I mean, talk about huge. Off Prospect Road, just east of I-25 and County Road 5, this is a campus. I mean, I don't necessarily think it's maybe a 1 square mile, per se, but it is huge. Football fields, track. Yes, it is a middle high school, and the actual building itself is really pretty cool. It's got this kind of courtyard coming in, and my sophomore year high school basketball coach is going to be the principal. Jesse Morrill couldn't be a better guy for the job. Just high character, high integrity. He's going to do a great job. So Timnath, Colorado became this very desired place to live, but it wasn't kind of the affordability that people sought out when they moved to Wellington or Windsor. If you were moving to Timnath, you were looking to spend some coin. The median price point in Timnath is about $630,000 plus comparatively to Fort Collins of $545,000 as of September's numbers. So you're not getting a discount to move to Timnath, Colorado. Now, what you are gonna get is a bigger house on a little bit smaller of a lot, but with 3-car garages. For that median price, you're gonna get a 4-bed, 3-bath, 3-car garage, built in around 2020, so brand new, and on 0.2 acres with about 3,600 square feet. So families are moving to Timnath to be able to buy more house per square foot. Now, in Fort Collins, you're gonna be spending about $223 per square foot comparatively to Timnath's $175 to $180 per square foot. So you are getting a better value per foot moving to Timnath, but you are spending more dollars. Now, Timnath, Colorado doesn't really have any employers. So them having a median income, family income of over $130,000 tells you who is moving to Timnath, Colorado are more affluent folks from Northern Colorado, probably Fort Collins, that want to live in Timnath but work in Fort Collins. There's not really many employers. The city of Timnath, Walker Mower, Beer Works, Hartford Homes, just to name a few small ones. There's a small little commercial development going along Harmony Road and near Three Bell Parkway. But really, you know, if you're looking to go out to dinner or grab a beer, sure, you can go to Beer Works in Timnath, or you could probably make your way to Fort Collins for a whole lot more options. So Timnath is 100% a bedroom community, comparatively to Windsor, Colorado, which we've spoken about, which probably was and still is to a more, lesser degree, a bedroom community, but has a ton more commercial opportunities than Timnath. Windsor's already at that 30,000 people mark comparatively to Timnath 6,500. So it's not growing, it's grown and will continue to grow. But Timnath is really essentially a bedroom community, which is awesome because it's right off of I-25. So I had clients that were looking at moving here from Denver who work in Denver and really liked the idea of jumping into Timnath. Well, because you can jump in onto I-25 and just about an hour away is Denver. Now, the traffic to get into Timnath is a concern, which, as we spoke about again in the video in Windsor, Main Street has just one way to and from on Main Street. Now, at least Harmony starts off on 3 lanes, gets down to 2 lanes, and is widening a bit. But if you are driving from Timnath into Fort Collins at 8 a.m., expect some traffic, and vice versa. If you're coming back home around 5 p.m., that Harmony corridor will back up from I-25 all the way east or all the way west past Lady Moon, which is a good mile, maybe 2 miles. So it is this bustling community, a lot of people moving to Timnath to get a little bit more space, newer builds. Now there are some cool developments. Trailside, we just had a client close in Trailside. It was a 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,400 square feet up, 1,300 square foot down townhome, side-by-side duplex really. They closed at $430,000. That same property would probably sell for closer to about $515,000. Other developments are Timnath Lakes, Wild Wing, Harmony Club, and a couple others that are coming, Timnath Ranch. But this area is definitely a growing area. It is a video that I probably wasn't necessarily too interested on shooting not too long ago because, well, who wants to hear about a video about 6,500 people or 5,000 people? But the more people who came and viewed and visited Northern Colorado weren't opposed to living in Timnath. Maybe you had some better views, newer homes, the infrastructure is there. Now, if you have any issues, I'll go talk to the mayor and just, pound on his desk and say, get shit done. Now, maybe the mayor is my uncle, so don't tell him that I told you to go and give him shit, but I actually think he's gonna do a great job. I talk about a unique situation where your budget just continues to essentially double and your tax revenue increases. So you need to be very fiscally aware of what you are doing, and the people who came before him I think did a great job, but I think he will do a phenomenal job as a lifelong CPA, ran Soukup Bush & Associates for many, many years and is very financially sound. So I hope he does a great job for Timnath, Colorado. We are cheering him on, so good luck, Mr. Mayor. But if you're considering Timnath, Colorado as an option, think about all the different things that's important to you and your family, things that we've discussed. Maybe you can remote work. Maybe working in Denver is what you're gonna do and wanna live in Northern Colorado, or one of a lot of different reasons. But Timnath, Colorado is a unique opportunity for the right individuals. It's a phenomenal place to live. So hopefully this video helped you understand a little bit more about this little community that's becoming a much bigger community in Timnath, Colorado. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, take care.